Hello everyone, Benji here with my first video of this year that I'm actually going to be talking to you. Yes, you, the viewer. I'd like to start off with an apology to all the subs that have been waiting for such a long time to do any kind of real work to my YouTube channel. I know it's been quite a while since I've uploaded any kind of gaming content from myself, but I haven't quit gaming. Oh no, in fact I've been gaming this past year and things have been going to be drastically changing for me this year. If you haven't watched my previous video, please do so to catch you up on my most recent news. Please, really. It will help me out, but come back when you're finished with it, okay? Okay, now that I got you up to speed, yes, I'm going to be a father. Yes, I'm going to be extremely excited since I've been married for 8 years. My first reaction when in my head, when I heard that, when I started hearing that heartbeat was, whoa. It's at this point that I realize that my life is going to change and I need to become a better person. I'm going to be a father now, and I might need to grow up a little bit. Which brings me to my next part. My current work schedule keeps me from really working on anything on the weekends, since, I work 12-hour shifts. I know it's a bummer at the moment, but I've got to work. I got to be able to pay for bills, pay the bills and stuff. YouTube right now isn't going to cover that. But I also have college that's coming up, and I have about a year and a half left, so hopefully I'll be able to get that finished and continue, YouTube, maybe a little bit of Twitch here and there, but not very often actually. So with the Twitch part. So here's what I'm going to do. First and foremost, I'm going to challenge myself this year to upload and release one new gaming content video every single week for a year. I might release a small vlog video every once in a while, but right now I'm shooting to get these done on Mondays and released on Tuesdays. If I can't get it done in that timeline, I'll definitely be getting something up within 10 days of my last released video. So, since we got that out of the way, I really want to give you guys that first and foremost. Since I have continued playing though throughout this past year, I've unlocked my first jet in War Thunder, and over the fall time, I was getting pretty good at it. And I've also unlocked my first Tier 5 tank, the Centurion Mark 10. I'm not going to get into the boats right now on War Thunder. I just don't find it worthwhile, and I did end up getting a little burned down on War Thunder 2. It was getting to the point where I was just, getting angry at the game itself, especially when you think, how could that thing go through my tank when I was angled very well? So I've decided to get back into a little bit of World of Tanks. I'm terrible at it at the moment. And then I'm also looking at going through some of my games in my Steam list that, I've got probably like 30 games total. Like, if you watch my last video, or my last game video actually, like Hitman Absolution, I've played some Tomb Raider, I've got Counter-Strike Go, I need to, play some of that. And of course, Fractured Space. If you guys haven't even tried Fractured Space, it's actually a pretty good game for being free to play. The grind on it's a little grindy for what it is, but it's a good game. I'm of course not very good at it because I'm just your average player. Um, if any of you actually watched some of that Hitman gameplay, I apologize. I was actually thinking I had like my microphone turned on, but I actually did not. I was so wrong on that. So I just didn't bother editing it, and I just uploaded the video. That way, you guys could, have a little bit of something at the beginning of the year. I was hoping to break it up into 3 or 4 sections because it was a pretty long video. And I did live stream some of the later levels if you caught me sometime while I was on Twitch. But I don't think I'm going to be really concentrating on Twitch too much because I don't know, there's just the requirements of it just drive me nuts. And that's the thing. I've been following quite a few people for over a year now. There's one guy in particular, Fats TV, and he's actually a pretty decent streamer. He's real nice and friendly, but he's been doing this for over a year and a half, and he's just now hitting 800 followers. Twitch definitely takes like quite a bit of effort. Uh, Second off, you got to be good, and that's one of the things that kind of draws me away from actually doing Twitch for quite a bit. So, since I'm looking at this, what am I going on to next? Oh, yeah, World of Warships. So, yeah, I've been playing World of Warships. I really don't know what I'm doing half the time, but apparently I'm doing it somewhat right because I'm on the EU server right now, and I've gotten up to tier 6 so far in the American Destroyers. Uh, Now, I did use an invite code from a kind friend, a fellow named Carlos. If you didn't know about invite codes with World of Warships, you end up getting a free premium tier 2 Russian ship after you finish your first battle in a tier 2. And then when you finish your first tier 6 match, you get a free tier 5 premium American battleship, the USS Texas. Oh, that Texas though, man, that's I actually like it. It's a pretty awesome ship. Of course, I don't do very well in it, but when aircraft carriers send any planes towards the Texas, I can almost guarantee that they will lose quite a few planes. In 2 random battles, I managed to shoot down 24 planes. 24. I did end up looking up on the wiki for it on for World of Warships, and actually said that the Texas has the best anti-aircraft, which rivals quite a few of the Tier 8 battleships too. So yeah, going off of that, there are also other rewards in game since they have a leveling system that goes up to 13 levels, and there are quite a few nice little rewards for each step you get, each level you get on there. But when you do finish that tier 6 battle, you're also helping your friend out by giving him or her a big treasure chest filled with credits, 25 each of every signal flag, 25 premium damage control parties for, I believe, battleships or any other ship you want to use it on, 25 of the Type 5 camos, a port slot, and a veteran's flag to fly on any of their ship. So, a nice little reward for your friend that invited you. I, of course, am going to leave a code at the bottom if any of you haven't played World of Warships yet and would like to check it out. It's really a good game, and I probably should have tried it, over a year ago than what I have here in the past 2 months. I've also been playing some Fracture Space on and off here lately. I'm not as good on that either, just because uh, it's a MOBA type game and it's 3D space. I do try to do good in it, but I'm at the lower level, so one or another team is gonna get steamrolled on that. So and and that pretty much holds true for any game that you haven't played for a while. There's kind of a like a relearning curve to it. For instance, when I was playing War Thunder last year all the time. I tried going back to World of Tanks for a few batches, and I was I absolutely sucked at it. It didn't matter what tank I used, Pershing, ELC, AMX, KV1. It didn't matter. I had a hard time being good in it when I was playing, and I was making quite the noobish mistakes, and it 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 caused me to lose my tank more than once because of some unfortunate mistakes for me. What else? Oh yeah, I did play the Division for a while. I haven't played it lately, not in the past like 3 or 4 months, because the problem I have with that game is there's people, and they tend to have sociopathic tendencies. That usual online players get. I was grouped up with 2 guys, helping them out in the dark zone for a little while. I'm like, oh hey, sweet, I actually got a group of guys I can actually play with. We got through quite a few bosses, and after getting our loot full, we went to the drop zone to get our loot out of the dark zone so we can actually, have it for the rest of the game. Well, while we're waiting on the helicopter to get there, there's only maybe like 10 to 15 seconds left. They kicked me from the group and then killed me on the spot to get all my loot. They got away with all of it that I had, and I just sat there stunned. Just probably for a good 3 4 minutes, like going, what the hell just happened? And that's one of the main reasons why I haven't played the Division, just because of that. I know there's other things in there that, it's pretty fun to play, but, I really haven't tried it since then. Now on to other things. Have any of you been listening to the news for AMD? I've been following it, and, because right now I'm actually due for a new graphics card. And not only is AMD releasing a new CPU with the release of Ryzen, but they're also getting ready to release the line of Vega graphics cards. There wasn't real whole lot of news coming out of CES this year about it, besides seeing if it seeing it run at Doom at 4K and max settings, and it was getting around 70 frames a second on that. And when I looked back and I got a 750 Ti, you can understand why I'm getting close to an upgrade. Uh, and plus, the 750 Ti you can find for, I'm pretty sure it's down to under $100 by the time I get this video out. But when I do eventually upgrade, I'm going to be a little skeptical about the price point with AMD when they release the Vega, because it's going to be competing with GTX 1080s and Titan X's, and Titan X's there's quite a bit of price difference between the two. But if AMD is able to get that price point to $400, $300 to $400 for a decent graphics card that beats the 1080, that'll at least force Nvidia to drop their prices on quite a few of their flagship graphics cards, and that's what I'm really hoping to see. I know the RX 480 is actually a lot better now with the Relive drivers, and I'm hoping to see that. Their dedication is continued in the RX series of video cards. I believe that they're naming it the RX 500 for the next one. So, on to other stuff. I have been thinking also, like, maybe doing a video on Tuesdays. We'll call it World of Tank Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, World of Warship Wednesdays, Fridays, Fractured Space Fridays, because those are the games that I really enjoy playing, on a daily basis if I could, but I can't, because scheduling stuff and trying to play, and then maintain a family life too on top of that. Um, I have been going to the gym here lately. I don't know if any of you guys go to the gym, try to stay in shape, but I've been trying to go at least 1 to 2 times a week. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a small guy either by any means, but I've got to maintain some sort of physical activity, because sitting at a computer on the weekends, there's a lot of times I'm there for 3, 4, 5 hours out of the day, and the other times I'm walking around at my work, and then I come home and I'm sitting here at the computer trying to make videos, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to make more videos and better content, and I'll be better at this than what I am right now. So if any of you guys, you got tips or tricks or anything like that, I am looking to get a new intro video. I might get it. You might see it at the beginning of this. If not, it might be on my next video when I do release my next one. So, um, all right. So that's all I have for you guys today. Remember my challenge: upload one video a week, and I'm shooting for Mondays to have these uploaded. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys next time. Benji out.